All right. Okay, welcome. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Okay, now this video is actually going to one is just to encourage you to actually see it's possible, but all the things that we'll be saying here uh it's not financial advice, and it is actually just a form of motivation, and it's not also to take glory to self but to actually show you how God helped me. Okay, to actually turn an account from, let's say, around $40. Okay, you know why I said around $40 to $1,200 in 3 days. Okay, around $40 to $1,200 in 3 days. Now, like I said, it's not to take glory, but to actually say, okay, not only about diligence, but also that God helped me to actually flip accounts in 3 days. Now, like I said, this video is not actually to push you beyond limit, is to actually encourage you, to tell you it's possible when you set your mind and trusting God, which is the great factor that helped me, and also to actually tell you that forex can pay the bill, okay, if you take it serious. Now, like people will say, this is not forex, this is synthetic. So I'm also saying whether forex or synthetic, anyone you understand it, that you are focusing on there, you're trading. But this is synthetic that I will be using and I will be sharing. Okay, though this money I've made um about, I think about $80 has been made on this account this month. No, about $70, $70 plus has been made on the account. You can see 26 plus 1 making 27, and I have $2 there. So that's around $30. Sorry, yes, around $30, and 30 plus 70 that has been made. If you calculate all these things together, that is around 100. Okay, now, like I said, how I actually moved $40 in 3 days to $1,200 to get the Samsung S22 Ultra that I'm using for this video. Now, quickly, let's come to this part, and let's quickly go to the custom and pick the date that we actually do it, and that was from Tuesday. Tuesday was what? And Tuesday was 28 to 30. Okay, like I said, in 3 days. So Tuesday 28 to 30th. Now, this video I actually use not only phone but majorly my phone. I also subscribe for a VPS service that I actually use my laptop to load. And because I use my laptop, you can use your phone to load it though. So even if you don't have a laptop, once you subscribe to VPS, you can actually use your phone to actually load it using remote desktop. So, but it will be easier if you use your laptop, because if you're using phone, most now that we are using an Android phone, to drag and drop will not be as easy as it will be. But if you don't have a laptop at all, you can just subscribe for VPS, where I use cheap VPS, and the cheap VPS, the charges is just 8 point something dollars monthly. Okay, so I actually use VPS alongside with this. Now you will see why I use VPS. Now the VPS is important to achieve my goal, but it's not that it must be that you must use it. But how did I use it? Now, like I said, I use my phone for the trading majorly, but the VPS is what actually helped. Now, what did I do? I actually, when the accounts from this account, when I build up to a reasonable amount of money, which I will show you, I withdrew a part of the money and I put it into another new account. So I put the money into a new account and I started trading on this account, and it was reflecting in proportion on the second account. Now, that is the power of copier. Now, I use local copier, which I bought from MKL5, and the charges, I bought it at $50. So the copier is what I now started using to actually trade. So I was trading on my phone, since I've loaded both of them. The MetaTrader 5s, I've loaded them on my PC. Do you get it? The remote PC, that's the VPS. I've loaded them, so I can shut my normal laptop down. I shut it down and I started trading with my phone. Now, once I was trading on the $100 account, the other account that I move money to, because I move it also from this $100 from this account, this primary account. So the trade was reflecting, even though I have shut down my laptop, even though I was using only phone to trade, which naturally, if you are using phone, you're supposed not to be able to use copier. But since I'm on VPS, so everything I was doing on the $100 account was reflecting on the what do you call it, on the bigger account, the other account. Now, there is one thing that I noticed about local trade copier that I bought. Unlike I have one copier that was EXP copier. EXP copier, we copy any trade. If you put on volatility 100 now and you are trading boom and crash, it will take trade on boom and crash. But if it is local copier, it's hardly trade. Now, why did I stop using EXP for local copier? Is because EXP have one problem. If you switch from volatility 100 or boom and crash to fix 75, the first trade you are going to take is going to be disaster, because it's going to take wrong lots. So if you have traded on boom and crash right now, you know the lowest lot size is 0.2 or 0.1, as the case may be. Now, if you go to fix 75, when it's supposed to reduce, I know when you use the copier, the master, to open like 0.001 on fix 75, or 0.001 on fix 75, instead of it to trick, maybe on a bigger account you should take around 0.002 or 0.003. It might take up to 0.4 or 0.05, and the accounts might not have that power to withstand it, and you will lose your money. So that's why I stopped using EXP and I purchased local copier. Now, the local copier, the local trade copier, if it will not take trade, it will not take trade. So there's nothing like it's taking trade that is wrong volume. So it's either it take the trade correctly or it doesn't take the trade. Now, on this account, I traded boom and crash, and now I traded crash 300 actually, and I thought I forgot. When you have been using EXP for a long period, I thought it would take trade on it. It doesn't take trade on the other account, and that actually shortchanged the profit I could have made. But eventually, I was also happy with what I was able to do, because I was able to move a less than $40 account, or around $40 account, to 1,200 in 3 days. So that's okay for me. So now, how I actually went about it. If you look at it, it is a commission account. So I just saw that they gave me the commission that morning, and the first time I saw the $12 commission, then I started trading on it. And as I was trading, they gave additional commission that make it up to $20. And with the profit I've made, it was getting to $25. And I kept trading. Okay. Then if you notice, I focus majorly on volatility 75 and volatility 100. Then after I built up to a reasonable, I first of all withdraw the first $30 when the account was 130. That same day, you can see 29. So when it was 130, I withdraw 30, still have 100. Then I kept building. Okay. Then after building that same day, okay, after I took those trade on 28, I was able to build the account on the 28 to 100. So when I build up to 100 on the 28, on the 29, I continue trading. So on 29, I first of all make withdrawal of $30. Then continually on that same 29, when I make enough profits, I was able to withdraw 360, leaving $90. So on the 29, the account from $100 that was made, that I turned the account to from $20 on 28, I was able to move it to $450 on the 29. Now, when I move it to $450, that's when the copier comes into play. So I withdrew 360, put it into another account, which I will show you before this video ends. So I moved into another account, then I put the copier. That was when I executed the copier and I placed both of them on VPS. Then I shut down my system, started trading continually on the same account. Then it was reflecting on that 360 account. So the 360 account was able to make profit faster. Okay, so then I was building the $100 up. But one thing I noticed on the 29 was that, or on the 30, was that I saw opportunity early in the morning on the 30 that I supposed to take trade. But because I placed it on VPS and I shut down my system, the first thing I realized was that I was somehow, afraid that what if it took wrong trade. Remember I told you that EXP used to have challenge. So what I did was to first of all open small position, close. So I missed opportunity in the money. I would have doubled the $100 in the money and turned the 360 also to 720. But all I made in the money was not much at all. So I made very small profit in the money. I made on the $100, I think I made around $30 or so. Then continually they give me commission. Remember I told you that it's around $40. So we have $20 before. Now they give me another commission of around $15. That's what make it close to $40. Then I was able to now withdraw from the account. I withdrew $49 to put it on the other account. That was when I went to check it and I saw that it was taking trade according to proportion. Then from there I started trading continuously. So I started trading. As I was making profit, I was removing it, putting it on that account. I was making profit, I was removing it, putting it on that account. Now, when I took this crash, like I told you, it did not take the crash trade at all. And this crash trade should have given it enough profit because at that time the account was big and should have taken much profit. Now, there was a particular time that this one that you're looking at today is a trade that I took on the account after I've withdrawn from the other account. Now, this is now it. Before I have this loss, this $70 loss, I've make withdrawal from the other account. Now, why did I make the withdrawal? Was that there was a trade I took that almost blew my account. That trade, there was a pullback, and on $100 I've sizing minus 82. Okay, then the trade returned back. That was a trade that I saw late, very, very late, and volatility 100. So I enter it that, okay, let it fill up small, let me cut like scalping. Then the market pull back and continue pulling back. But since I know the market will sell, it's just that I enter late. So I was holding the position, but thank God that the account did not blow completely. Now, before that happens, the other account was $900 and I've withdrew $500, so leaving around $400 in the account. So the $400 suffered a float of over $300. So now when the trade returned back and was profitable and the equity on that account was 400 and something, I withdrew everything, leaving only this one with the $100. Then that was the best option and that was the best choice that I made, because after that I took the trade on Volatility 100 again and I over leveraged. I traded 2 and the trade pulled back and I have to cut my loss when the equity was around $20-something, around $30 exactly. So I cut the loss when the equity was $30, and I have just $30 in the account. But remember, I've withdrawn about $1,000 on the other account. So I just opened a crash trade at that moment, to which I know will drop and eventually drop. And that crash, I penned another order on the way, which was not activated. If it was activated, they did not activate the trade. They're supposed to, because the free margin supposed to be able to withstand and take another trade. But you have been trading crash, you will notice that once they have make your free margin a fixed value, even when you are in profit, that your free margin is supposed to be increasing, it will not increase. It will stay until you cut that trade and open another one. For instance, your trade can take 0.4, but because the first thing you did was to take a 0.2, that free margin that was there when you were running into profit cannot take another 0.2. That free margin is supposed to be increasing so that you'll be able to take the next 0.2. But the way Derive used to do it is that free margin will not be increased until you first of all close that trade. Then you can now open that your 0.4 back. But since I just opened that trade and I penned the second one, so they did not activate it. If they did activate the trade, what you have here will not be ordinary plus 58. It will be more than 58 because the trade actually gave me good profit. So, but in short, on this account, we are able to get a $625 within 3 days. Okay, now let's go to the second account that you will see, and that's this. Now, if you notice, this is a new device, the Samsung S22. So let's go to last week. This is a new account entirely. So if I do like this, you will still see the same thing. So that last week, this is the 360 that I moved there, that I started trading. Now, you can see from the other place we are coming from, you can see 0.2. Here you are seeing 0.8. I'm not the one who opened this trade. It was my copier that took the right proportion. 90, it takes 0.2. 360, it takes 0.8. So remember, I told you that as you were making profit, I was moving it to this account. That's when this lot size increased. So this and increased to this. Do you understand? So this is why there was increase in the lot size continuously here. Okay, and where you have 0.4, it's when I actually do risk reduction, meaning that you open a bigger lot and you close partial. This is the beauty of local copier. Local copier can do risk reduction. So what it does is close the existing trade, open the proportional trade immediately, and which it was able to do for me. So that's how we're able to do. And remember, I said I suffered a loss, but before I suffered the loss, I made the withdrawal. If you go and check back the history, you'll see that the time I made this withdrawal was before that $70 loss, that $230 something trade. Now, this is how I was able to actually, from this account, withdraw the whole 976 out completely back. Okay, I made on the on total money of 479 in this place, I was able to make additional 496, and that's the whole money was profit from the other hand. So the whole of 976 was just profit that was from the other hand, and the other hand I was still able to make additional $200 plus that I withdrew again, and I was able to now use it to service the purchase of the Samsung S22 Ultra. And if you know the features of S22, this is it. Okay, about phone, we cover the IMI area. You can see Real Crystal S22 Ultra. Okay, so thank you. So this is just a form of encouragement. You can do it, but also don't leave God factor out of it. Know what you're supposed to do it. Set your mind, set a goal, but also know your strategy. Like my friend used to say, powerful. He would say, back test, and back test your strategy very well, and ensure that you take high probability trade and not low probability trade. Now, I need to wrap up by saying this. I did not use my own accounts that I was. If you look at the two accounts, I use it to build up withdraw. If it is other accounts that I'm managing or my personal accounts, I've stopped trading like this. Okay, but people that give us account management, which we are open to, you want us to manage your account for you, we can promise you can see that we are profitable. We can promise you up to 50% weekly. If you're satisfied with that okay, you can be talking about making 25% of your account into your pocket after sharing at least 25% in a week, which we are seeing at least it can be up to 50%, it can be up to 100%, depend on the probability trade that we see at that particular time. If we see a trade that plays out, we know that it's going to give us good opportunity, a long opportunity, we go into it. If we don't see, we don't trade. Now, this I told you is because I set mine, and it's an account of that is a commission account, like a free money that I can lose and I cannot cry. Okay, but for people that actually bring their account to us, we don't over leverage like that, but we ensure that we protect your money first and we build up for you. So we are open for account management if you are interested, and it starts from $100. You will see our WhatsApp contact in this video, so you can actually reach out to us and actually get yourself started. So if you have registered an account before, no problem. If you have not registered an account with the Rife before, you don't need to register first. You can use the link for the registration in the description, and if you don't reach us, we will put you through on how to register, how to fund your account wherever you are on the part of the world. We will be able to fund your account, and we'll be able to help you to build it up and make consistent profit for you weekly. Okay, and this, we assure you that God will help us to achieve for you and for everybody. So you need to understand how important it is. Okay.